Hi there. Yo, long time no see. I was wondering about the winds we had the past few days. It's pretty cold. Today is still windy, but it's decent temperature. We're enjoying ourselves. It's hay season. My neighbor just came out today just to flip the grass, air it. It's good. So good in the hood. The water we have gotten so far seems to be the water we'll get for the foreseeable future. I kind of live in an off-grid environment myself the past 3 weeks. So I've been filling up my buckets and barrels to the best of my ability. What do you call it? Small frogs grow in one of the barrels. Need I say, a high quality gravity feed water filter is not an option. It's something just you need it looking into the future in any case. So that I suggest you get a hold of, and you can go to the website jmccsci.com, jmccsci.com, and you find a store there where you get, among other things, access to some really good quality, all from tabletop to whole house, whole farm even. Don't know where you're at, but even in the city you need it. And off-grid living this time of year life is easy for the most part. I bike around quite a lot, looking for kind of some income. It's not always stable. So, but today I'm just putting it all off and enjoying the day and get back to work like this. And also sitting and drawing and work around the garden. We're enjoying the day, as you see. So I was looking at the notes then that I made this spring, based on my observations of the incoming weather from the Milky Way. My take on it. And I seem to suggest that we would get this kind of mixed weather that we've been coping with now for near 2.5 months. And still changing, but it's gradually turning into better and better and better weather, so that's good. As I say, the forests are. I mean, we could use more water, definitely, and maybe the Creator will grace us with some, God willing. I've talked earlier. There were some dates that I took note of that would be relevant to weather, space weather, might add. The next one coming up is around the 12th of August, when Earth and Saturn will conjunct with the Sun, or form two planets and the Sun just in line. Now, Saturn is a pretty energetic planet, I know, or as the professors say, an unlit star. And I can go with that idea. The same with Jupiter, but it's not so energetic. Also, around this time, around the 12th of August, I might be off a couple of days, and the effects may last longer than just the electrical connection we get. But we shall see. But then there is possibility, if there's some hydrogen cloud in the vicinity between us and Saturn, that we could get good influx of weather in the form of, no, it just depends on the amount. What is unfortunate at this time of year, the summer, for all its good grace, I wouldn't want to be without it, is that we'd have there's no way of observing the Milky Way from this latitude. So, and I think if I got further down to the equator, where you could find spots to watch the Milky Way, I'm not sure that it would look the same from down there as it looks from here, if that makes sense, or any other spots on the planet, say below equator. Which is why, if you live around the world and have access to the Milky Way, maybe we could get in touch and do some work together. That would be very interesting. I'd be up for that. So if so, just send me a message. I think there's something on YouTube you can message, or I'm not so good at answering comments in below the videos, but okay. So that's one of the data. There could also be quite a lot of electrical activity overall around that time, I think, with Saturn. But don't hold that to me. Don't hold it to me. I don't know. I don't think I said that right. Well, in addition, this would be around hurricane season, as per the book Principia Meteorologia by Professor James mcCanney. So that's some of the wider world. That's coursework that is available. If purchase those books, then you be well set. You know what? I wish I had a copy of it, but I don't, because one I gave away to the Tesla Museum in Belgrade, and the other has just it's a popular book. So they don't get returned always. It's also unfortunate, but I just hope they don't lie unread, unused, because that would be sad. Well, the point about the books is that they're kind of it's not big budget books. It's the drawings are handmade, and there's some diagrams and such, but it's written in like everyday language, so it's very easy to get into, actually, and some really interesting stories in around all the more hard science of celestial physics, I suppose. Well done. Around the 20th of September, we have Mercury, Earth, and Jupiter plus a new moon passing. So wow, that could actually, depending on how direct all our three planets will conjoin there in line with the sun. Uh, that could be actually, Jupiter is powerful. You get a lot of wind with Jupiter. And Mercury, I think, also is energetic, but I don't really, and yeah, we could get in its tail region, so that could also, yeah, that could also be interesting, depending on how large is. Mercury is the planet closest to the sun, and it's also the smallest planet. It's, I think, it's just a little bit bigger than the moon. Not very big at all, but it's very. That's also kind of an. It's a fast planet. It travels around the sun, I think, in around 3 months time. So, in astrology, it's called the swift messenger, and yeah, there's lots of mythology associated to Mercury. So, in any case, around 20th, 22nd, around new moon passing, that's a couple of days after the new moon. You there's going. I would be surprised if there was just quiet and no weather at all. But we shall see. We shall see. 29th of September, then we have Venus on the opposite directly the sun to us. That's also one of those things that, well, I don't know exactly what to look for in those cases, but it's date that's gonna be probably be. I'll be, I'll be following the weather, I suppose. So what more have we? There's some comments there. It's gonna show 10th November. Mercury, Sun, and Earth. It's the same thing as with the Venus. It's on each side of the solar system. So, but there you go. From the 10th of November to the 20th of September. There's just a few months between them, where from one we are in line to next it's on the other side of the sun. So that's its swiftness, even as we are orbiting around. Mind you, we have shorter days than on Mercury. 26th of November. Let's see here. Earth, Mars, plus new moon passing. So that also indicates weather. Wind and possibly thunderstorms. We're out of the hurricane season by that time, but there'll still be, and who knows, even with all this activity, you can also expect the sun also to likely weaken its charge as it is discharging during these connections then. But again, some of these things I'm talking about, I freely admit is way out of my league, but I like to make these documents of it because it might help people who are watching, who are working on this material. And in that case, I hope it is useful what I'm writing. And you can also find and download an I guess you call it a planetary orbital simulator. Those you can find online, and then you can scroll through the calendar days, the months and weeks, months and years, and just look at how where the planets are in the solar system, and kind of yeah, it's a journey of discovery, put it that way. And it's interesting if you're into this kind of thing, which I am. And then the last one I have written here is 8th of January 2023. Then we have Mercury, Earth, and new moon passing. So yeah, there are also a few dates there to keep watch of. What more did I write here? Back then, 22nd, 26th of April. Milky Way, about 7 clouds, one bigger than the others. In the middle, relatively so easy. It was pretty easy to see. I can also, I think I can see when I saw the end of the Milky Way, from what it was possible to glean, it looked like it ovaled out. And I'm not sure if that was an just optical illusion, atmospheric conditions, or it was actually a round shape in the Milky Way that like edged out into two bluish points. Maybe it just was something I was smoking. That's interesting. That's what I wrote. That's what I wrote. So how you like it? That's a big, good rundown. Just having fun. If you'd like to come for a visit also, and would be willing to do some work, I'll be up for that. That could be really fun. Have a relaxed attitude, don't get stressed. And some work ethic, you know. Somehow managed to pull through. See you again soon.